Hi learners, before moving to this video, I would like to request everyone watching this video to subscribe the channel and support me. This case study examines the branding strategies used at 2012 London Olympic Games. And it also highlights the unorthodox approaches of non-sponsor brands which steal the show through innovative use of social media and public relation campaigns. Historically, the Olympic Games have always been an ideal forum for brands looking to strengthen their global presence. Companies will pay hefty sums for the privilege of being associated with the Games, as this event offers the unique combination of mass worldwide exposure as well as fostering of positive values. However, this golden rule of marketing was turned upside down at the 2012 London Olympic Games. There is evidence that in spite of the financial effort, not all corporate sponsorships were as beneficial as expected. Moreover, beyond the hefty investment, some of the sponsor brands landed in hot water after they failed to justify their association with the event. And often it was non-sponsor brands that made headlines. Let's discuss in detail how they did it. Let us see the definition for ambush marketing with regard to the Olympic Games. Ambush marketing is a term used to describe a practice by which a rival company tries to associate its product with an event that already has official sponsors. So this case study aims to inform the field of corporate communications about the practice of ambush marketing by examining the tactics that brands deployed before and during the London Olympics 2012. Adidas has been a part of the Olympics ever since 1928. As one of the main sponsors of the London Olympics 2012, Adidas has spent over £100 million on sponsorships, marketing and advertising activities between 2007 and 2012. In return, Adidas received the exclusive rights to be the only sportswear company that was allowed to reference the Olympics in the marketing campaigns and to use the Olympic logo on their products, and also to dress all officials and volunteers at the game. This exclusive sponsorship rights enabled Adidas to become the dominating sporting goods company at the London Olympics. But this was the case until Nike, who decides that they also wanted to make their presence. The introduction of the Nike's Volt footwear was an extraordinary move by Nike. The bright yellow shoes dominated the running tracks. Their distinctive and unique neon color created a stunning visual effect, and the massive number of athletes that were wearing them enhanced this effect even further. Additionally, the reason why the Volt shoes stood out so much from the crowd is because they were scientifically designed to do so. The human eye has relatively low sensitivity to red, which is the color of London track, against much higher sensitivity to Volt color. Also, prior to the games, Nike conducted focus groups with amateur, college and professional athletes in order to test the human appeal of the color. The participants were asked to comment on different colors of the same shoes. Athletes overwhelmingly selected the green yellow neon Volt shoes as being the most appealing to them. On the eve of the London 2012 Olympics, Nike launched an inspiring video campaign called Find Your Greatness that also managed to steal the show from the Olympic sponsor Adidas. With this ad, Nike tested the limits of the Olympic rules on ambush marketing. The ad depicted everyday athletes competing in places from around the world named London, except the London in the UK, which they could not show due to legal reasons. Yet the message was clear enough to everyone: athletes performing in London in an ad by Nike. The campaign coincided with the Olympics opening ceremony and was launched in 25 countries. The ad was designed to make a connection between Nike and the positive thoughts and the feelings people have with the London Olympic Games, using indirect associations in the minds of the viewers. The so-called ambush marketing approach has proven to be a highly effective marketing practice for Nike. If we take into account the social media matrices surrounding the Olympics, then we can see that Nike was far more successful than Adidas, despite having the high ground as the official sponsor of the event. According to the real-time report, the breakdown of the results shows the following. Over 16,000 tweets associated the word Nike with Olympics in comparison with fewer than 9,300 for Adidas. Nike followers grew 11% from opening to closing ceremonies, adding more than 57,000 to the brand. While Adidas Originals grew only 4%, adding 12,000 followers to the brand over the same period. Find Your Greatness ad earned over 7,000 more tweets than Adidas Take the Stage campaign that was launched at the same time. Over the course of the games, Nike added twice as many as people as Facebook fans as Adidas. Beats by Dr. Dre used a different strategy and distributed headphones to star athletes for free. The brand invited athletes to pick up their free pair of Beats from a collection point set up in the trendy private members club in London. As athletes were not being paid to promote the brand, they managed to avoid breaking the Olympic rules. The brand tapped into an established habit of athletes, where they often use headphones to help stay focused and protect them from the noise of cheering crowds. As the brand has gained fame for its coolness, Olympians were quick to adopt them, with many prominent athletes walking out wearing the Dr. Dre headphones. Panasonic, who was the official sponsor of the games, who paid £64 million for the association, was in big soup. While their ambush campaign paid off in terms of visibility, but their success is more significant than that. Through their ambush campaign, Beats aligned its brand with inspirational, globally recognized athletes who are the role models for audiences across the world. The campaign worked well not only because of the traditional strategy of celebrity endorsement, but was further reinforced by the brand's natural fit within the context of the games. This unusual move generated much hype that boosted the fortunes of the brand. During the Olympics, it was reported an increase of 116% sales for Dr. Dre, while competitor headphone sales improved by just 19%. Crucially, this marketing tactics gave Dr. Dre access to a much broader market than its core American youngsters. Let's look at another brand which was successfully using the ambush marketing strategy in London Olympics. With McDonald's acting as the official restaurant partner of the games, Subway decides to promote its $5 footlong sandwiches through a much more cost-effective approach. Subway had an exclusive fast food endorsement with swimmer Michael Phelps since 2008, and they also started heavily advertising this association before the Olympics. Subway made an yearly connection with the sport, and that over time it helped them to position the brand as a healthier alternative to its competitor McDonald's. Thus, Subway has utilized Phelps to create a positive buzz about the brand in social media. Before the Olympics, Phelps had close to 3 lakh followers on Twitter. By simply sending a punchy 140-character tweet saying that he was enjoying a Subway sandwich, he helped the brand's image and sales. On the other side, McDonald's was publicly criticized and had to justify the appropriateness of a high-calorie brand sponsoring the Olympics. Thank you everyone for watching this video. For more such interesting case studies, please subscribe 5 Minutes Learning channel in YouTube.